Well, I want to thank Karen Purcell for that very nice introduction, and I want to really thank all of you who have been so committed to early childhood education and to creating opportunities for all of our kids, not just those from certain neighborhoods or those with certain abilities, but for your recognition that all kids matter in this state. I also want to thank, of course, the Sewall Center for what it has done for years now to help so many young people, and really not just the young people, but the families, to help families by providing the kind of support and education that these young people have needed and that these parents have so wanted for their kids, just as we all want the best for all of our kids. And finally, I also want to acknowledge two very special friends here. I know I have a lot of friends in the audience, but two folks who've really helped drive this early literacy movement here in Colorado, and that of course is Christine Bonero from Mile High United Way and Brad Bussey, who is just a remarkable individual, very successful businessman who has taken his time and his resources and his talent and devoted it to creating more opportunities for young people. So thank you, Brad and Christine. Now, candidly, I'm rather a latecomer to this whole issue. You all have been involved in it longer than I have. But I have been involved in higher education at two access institutions that provided opportunities for young people and not so young people who showed up with limited resources and often limited academic preparation. And what really was clear to me working with those students was that we really need to begin to work with kids much earlier. We need to make sure that kids were finding success in the very earliest grades, and that for them to be successful in the earliest grades, we needed to be working with families, with parents, and with those children in those critical first 4 years of life. We need to be linking those first 4 years then with quality preschool, full-day kindergarten, and quality K through 3 education. That's where our kids first learn about reading and first find success. So the bus tour that we took around the state that Karen mentioned really allowed us to connect with nonprofit organizations and teachers and others who were able to share with us the challenges they faced and the successes they had found so that we could then broadcast and replicate those successful programs around the state. And that trip led to what became House Bill 1238, our early literacy bill that was passed by the legislature and will be signed by the governor later today, that will create opportunities for kids at a much younger age to be assessed and to get the interventions they need. So we know that over 20,000 K through 3 students every year will now get interventions to help them become successful readers. We know that it will bring an additional $20+ million into that system, again, to help support kids and teachers. And then we also kicked off our One Book for Colorado, where we found money from many of all of you for 70,000 books, to put a book in the hand of every 4-year-old in the state, and then to ramp up the summer reading program around the state, again, to creating kids a love for reading and ultimately the kind of skill they need to be successful later in life. So I want to thank all of you for this award. I'm really honored by it, and I'm humbled to be in your presence because I know how much all of you have done for many, many years to support learning and opportunities for all kids in Colorado. Thank you very much.